Welcome to the Prosper Project, the show that helps entrepreneurs build brands that impact the world and the bottom line. We know that success doesn't come in a one-size-fits-all package. That's why we're bringing you adaptable marketing strategies along with valuable insights from inspiring changemakers, firebrands, and visionaries. I'm Lorraine Sugart, founder of the disruptive brand agency Prosper for Purpose. Now for this week's episode. Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about the power of brand in the age of artificial intelligence, specifically in writing. ChaptGPT has taken the business world by storm. There are predictions that AI will transform some industries and actually eliminate others. Companies are pursuing AI-driven technologies and algorithms to automate processes, increase efficiencies, and reduce costs. Yet many others are concerned that those cost reductions will manifest as layoffs. Now, the truth is we've all been using AI for years. If you used Grammarly, entered into a chatbot, opened your phone with face recognition, or even asked Siri or Alexa a question, you've used AI. And let's not forget the Google search. But ChaptGPT and its related tools feel different, right? Not only for creators, but also for entrepreneurs who have worked really hard to develop their online and offline presence. Now, in the last episode of the Prosper Project, I interviewed Thomas Helfrich, who's been using technologies like ChaptGPT for quite some time in his marketing agency, Instantly Relevant. Thomas maintains that AI can only enhance and speed up what we do as marketers and entrepreneurs, but not replace it. But since that conversation, which was recorded way back in early January, I've been wondering, is this new technology a gift or a curse? And it seems it depends on who you ask. Technology has long been a double-edged sword for businesses. Let's look at social media, for example. On one hand, social media presents an opportunity to build large audiences and acquire clients without meeting in person. That was a gift to many course creators who saw their scales skyrocket in 2020. On the other hand, the algorithms are unfigureoutable. Each post is seen only by about 5% of your followers. Even the experts that specialize in these platforms, they're telling you what they know, but there's so much that they don't know. So without investing in ads, you're facing kind of an uphill battle that sees you waging war with the algorithm every time it changes. Equally paradoxical is ChaptGPT. It is great for ideas. It offers us not only a powerful search engine for information, but also the ability to turn that information into reports, essays, blogs, social media posts, and more. And that feels a little bit threatening to entrepreneurs. But here's the good thing about that paradox. What open source AI writes is gathered, sifted, and regurgitated from other sources, which means there's nothing original about it. In fact, AI-generated content can be incorrect and even biased. So while AI can certainly provide benefits to entrepreneurs and marketers, it is important to recognize that there is something more powerful in driving the success of your business, and that is your brand position. Your company's brand is like you, unique. No AI can replace the unique blend of the experiences, perceptions, and convictions that make you, you. No AI can replace what real people say about what your business is and does. And no AI can replace the impact you're making in the world. Your brand is the summation of all these things, and that is why I urge you to double down on your brand position this year. For those of you who are new to me, I've been writing, speaking, and teaching about brand for 10 years. So let's talk about what I mean when I say brand, or more specifically, brand position. Your brand position is the unique place that your brand occupies in the minds of your public. It blends your brand purpose, your values, your messaging, your visuals, personality, and presence. It is what differentiates you from your competitors, or peers, as I like to call them. A strong brand position is your company's competitive advantage in the marketplace. When done right, it may be copied, but it cannot be replicated. That's why brand should be the primary focus for businesses of 1 and 1 million. So today I want to talk about the 5 strategies you can use right now for helping to make your brand position AI proof. The first is to tell stories. I have written and spoken about the power of storytelling in business. People love stories. They learn faster, remember better, and connect emotionally. If you're a small business owner, talk about why you started. For businesses of any size, share stories about your business. Share stories about your clients or customers. Share behind-the-scenes stories. And definitely share stories about the impact your business makes. Outdoor brand REI is a great example. Each year, REI returns about 70% of its profits back to the outdoor community. They support employee retirement, they help fund trail work, they return dividends to members and support nonprofits that have a goal of getting people outside. They also invite their customers to share their stories and their love of the outdoors. The second method is to create emotional connection. Now, this is a natural segue from stories because stories do this exceptionally well. But we also know that in buying decisions, humans are more likely to make these decisions based on emotion rather than rational thinking. Even when we think we're being rational, brands that create emotional connections with their prospects are not only more likely to win customers, but to win them over and over again. So think of Subaru. Subaru owners are some of the most loyal customers on the planet. They write love letters to the company. They tell others about how great the cars are, how safe they make them feel. Number 3 is to have a bold point of view. So again, if you want to rise above the noise in your market, you've got to have a bold point of view. To authentically achieve this, I recommend that you make a list of what you think is wrong about a specific philosophy or methodology in your industry, or even a specific area of your industry. Write down all the reasons you think it's wrong. Then think about what you believe. Make a case for why you believe this. Make it as specific as possible and make it so compelling that you would be willing and able to defend it in a debate. That's when you know you have something special. Number 4 is to create a unique selling proposition. A unique selling proposition is defined as any aspect of a product or service that differentiates it from the competition. It should build on your bold point of view. You see a problem or a gap in your market, and so you create a solution to fix it. When I think about the brands that have done this best, Apple is the first that comes to mind. Apple created a demand for its iPhone with a bold point of view and a unique selling proposition. As a result, millions of us lined up to buy a product that no one knew they needed. What is a better way to offer your market solution? Finally, build brand visibility. There are a number of ways to grow your brand and business visibility. I like to reference the PESO model, the 4 categories of media. These include paid, earned, shared, and owned. So we're going to go backwards and start with owned. Start with your website. Are you telling stories? Are you using emotion to convey concepts? Are you sharing a bold point of view and your unique solution? Everything else builds from there. Other forms of owned media include your email. Those are the things that if social media and a lot of other digital platforms went away tomorrow, no one could take away from you. You own your website. You own the email that you generate from your website. Even if your server, your CRM went away tomorrow, you could find another one. Now let's look at shared media. Where are you on social media? Contrary to what most social media experts say, you do not need to be on every social media channel. I recommend you choose a primary channel based on where your prospects are, and then add a secondary channel once you're strong on the first. Then you can move on and be on any or all of them if your business can justify it and your resources can support it. Now let's move on to earned, the E in the PESO model. This includes public speaking, being interviewed on podcasts, being featured in print or digital media, or radio and television. Earned media is special because someone else is showing they believe in you enough to feature you. When you get earned media, you borrow someone else's authority. It's a transfer of trust. The people who trust them are more inclined to trust and like you. And then the final category in visibility is the paid media. So digital advertising is probably the first thing that comes to mind, but there's also more traditional outlets like billboards, print ads, and sponsorships. AI isn't going to replace brand because it's an imitator, not an originator. You are the original, so double down on that. One more thing. Our on-demand workshop, Engineer Your Celebrity, is a great way to make real progress in building your brand visibility. Engineer Your Celebrity will help you quickly understand the right things to focus on so you can strategically engineer your brand celebrity to gain access to the right media rooms and stages without the overwhelm of going it alone or the expense of hiring an agency. The workshop's perfect for boutique-styled businesses, coaches, consultants, and any entrepreneur who wants to grow their visibility, credibility, and authority. If this sounds like you, go to engineeryourcelebrity.com to register. Now I want to take us back full circle. I want to say that while I support the use of artificial intelligence and even ChaptGPT in ideating, in researching, I strongly encourage you in the time that you have to really build your business to primarily focus on your brand, because no one else can do it as well as you can. I hope you found this podcast helpful and convincing. If so, would you do me a favor and share it with another entrepreneur who could benefit from the content here? Thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you on the next episode. At Prosper for Purpose, we have a team of strategists and storytellers who are experienced marketers, accredited PR counselors, and published writers with an average of 16 years of experience. To find out what we can do for you, email connect@prosperforpurpose.com and put free consult in the subject line. Someone from our team will respond within 24 hours.